96.3's número uno con los hits de Los Ángeles. We're just getting started. Get ready. Thursday morning, échale ganas wherever you may be. Es tu día, baby. Take over the world.
What's up, guys? This is Daniel Gutierrez with LBDaily.com and LasVegasDailyPost.com, and I'm here live on location at Mega 96.3, and I'm going to get an exclusive interview with one of the best and fastest-growing radio personalities in the industry, Mr. El Nachin. How are you doing, primo?
What's up, bro? Listo?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Let's get this interview in studio, baby.
Let's go to the studio, you guys. Check this out. This is one of the best men in town, y él te va a enseñar todo lo que está pasando in my world. Let's go. Come on, bro.
Thanks,
Let's
man.
Go. Remember, esto es para que te superes y te levantes. We're going to show you a little bit of my story. Thank you, Danny, for being here.
Well, thank you for taking the time for LBDaily.com. Yeah.
Check this website all the time, baby. They're always updating good things.
What's up, guys? This is Daniel Gutierrez with LBDaily.com and LasVegasDailyPost.com, and I'm here at Mega 96.3, and I'm here interviewing one of the best radio personalities. He's blowing up in the market, and he's taking over the whole Los Angeles, Southern California area, so he should be taking over the airwaves and taking over your heart as well. So we have Mr. El Nachin here in the house. How are you doing?
How are you, brother? Thank you for coming and doing this interview. It means a lot because, you know, me pone con la gente, and I love to connect con nuestra gente, and I love your medium to do so, eh?
Absolutely. We really appreciate that, and we definitely appreciate you taking the time to come out and talk with us. So one of the things that we've been discussing lately is transitioning from having dreams and making them convert over into goals, which are actually attainable, because a lot of times people feel that dreams are something that are not attainable. So you've become a person that has definitely achieved your dreams, you've achieved your goals, and transitioned them over and been able to manifest them. So now let's take this way back so that we can get to the root of how this all happened. So going back, growing up, did you actually have dreams of being in the entertainment industry, or how did that all manifest?
I was actually born in a ranch in Mexico, in Zacatecas, and since I was a little kid, I used to play like in a band with my friends with like pots and pans, and I always wanted to be in the spotlight, but I never thought I was going to be in radio up until I went to college, and I said, you know what, I want to do that because I took a production class, and I like the idea that I can manipulate my voice. So I went to a radio station, I knocked on the door, and I said, can I get an internship? They gave me the chance, and 15 years later, here we are. Started from the bottom, and we're here. I'm not saying at the top, but one day we're going to be at the top. We're there, but one day we're going to get to the top.
Absolutely, bud. No, that's awesome that you had a vision once you got into the college area, and then you realized what you wanted to do, you went in there and you made it happen. So action is a very important aspect to being able to achieve goals and achieve dreams, which is one of the things that my mentors always said. So maintaining action is very, very important. Now, is there any advice that you'd like to give our younger viewers and listeners that as far as them attaining their goals and dreams?
Well, definitely, like you said earlier, we have to start with the dream. You start with your dream and idea, but that idea can only stay in your brain if you don't put action to it, right? So you got to put action. You got to go out there and actually do the research and see, okay, for instance, if I want to be a firefighter, if I want to be a cook, if I want to be a host, you got to look at the elements that are needed to get to a level. Like, what do I have to do? Nothing's going to come to you. We tend to see, like, the entertainment industry, you see just, like, the product made already. You see the interviews, you see the movies, but there's a lot of work that goes behind it. Like, for instance, in my case, I have to get up at 4 in the morning and be here by 5. But it's all worth it because it's work that I'm building. It's like creating your own world, but without your mind and your actions, it's never going to happen.
Absolutely. So that's one thing that I've always heard over and over again from a lot of successful business people, and especially in the entertainment industry. Consistency, persistence, and always working hard. Working harder than the person next to you. That makes a big difference, right?
It does. And you know what? At the end of the day, you have to work really, really hard for yourself, for realizing that, you know what? Life is a one-shot deal. And if you don't take advantage of it, every second that passes, you're wasting it. Like, I mean, you have point A when you're born and point B when you're gone, but whatever you feel in between, it's up to you. So make it a good story so at the end of the day, when they look back and say, who was that viejito, who was that guy, or who was that girl, they can say, you know what, it was somebody that actually lived their passion.
Absolutely. So the way you described it is really cool. So you're living life like you're a storyteller. Every day that you wake up, you get up, you walk out of that door, and you're telling your story, you're creating your story so that you can pass that along to everyone else.
Definitely. To me, like getting up and coming to work, it's fun. I'm living my dream of waking up and actually doing what I love and not going to a job where I feel like I have to work for $1 and to earn my dollars. And I feel like right here, living my passion is the key to everything. You have to really stick to yourself and take to yourself, you know what? If I don't do this, this is going to fall. So you really have to work hard every day and really, really passion yourself and motivate yourself to do it.
Absolutely. Good. I love hearing that.
Yeah.
Now, moving on over into professionalism. Now, maintaining consistency with professionalism is very important. I think it's very important as well. Now, you're on the radio, so you don't really get a lot of eyes on you nonetheless. You can come into the studio and pretty much dress however you want. But when you come into the studio, this is how you're dressed most of the time.
I try to present, a different idea because at the end of the day, I have a big responsibility. My morning show here in LA is consistently with the demographics of the city, which is bilingual, bicultural people, and I'm appealing to a new generation, and I want them to feel proud that they have somebody that's their voice and is, really representing them in a positive way, because at the end of the day, we're the majority in the nation, Latinos, and I mean, it's about time that we give ourselves that pride and joy and say, we are good people. Let's represent it even with the costume we wear in society.
Absolutely. So repeating an old saying, which really isn't an old saying for younger generations, dress for success is absolutely important, and it speaks volumes for what it is that you want to achieve and how the world looks at you, and essentially what you're going to be able to manifest for your future, correct?
Correct. At the end of the day, your product, like for instance, when you go to the market and you buy yourself like a bag of chips, they have colors, they have different layouts, right? You're a product yourself, because being in the public eye, that's the idea you're selling. So say for instance, if I want to be an urban product, then I'll be wearing like t-shirts and jeans, but I'm more into, representing my gente in a positive way, in a way that, reflects professionalism. So the rapping that goes behind the whole thing, aka me, you, is very important, and it really represents the persona that you are within.
Absolutely. Yeah, we really appreciate those insights. Those tips to success is hopefully something that you can then turn around and utilize for yourself, for the younger generation, and go out there and, make your dreams, transition them into goals, and make them attainable, and go out there and do what it is that you want to do. Now, Nachin, you've achieved this level of success.
Yeah.
Now, it's all about what's next. One of my biggest mentors always mentioned that to me, and that's always stuck into my mind. So what's next is very important, because every time you achieve a goal, every time you receive an accolade or an award, whatever the case may be, you go home at the end of the night and you're like, this is awesome, this is great, but what's next?
Yeah.
And to me, that's always been very important ever since that's been brought to my attention. So always wanting to plan and grow to the next level. What do you have in store for the future? What does Mr. Nachin have coming up?
Well, besides being a stripper in Tijuana, not just kidding.
Those were dreams of mine as well, trust me.
On the weekends only.
Of course, yeah. You got to have some part-time fun.
Heck yeah. No, but the idea is stay consistent with the radio. And more than anything, I want my show to be syndicated, like I mentioned earlier. I want to be a voice for our community, and a positive voice. I think that the time has come for us to represent each other in a way that reflects who we really are as people. We're hard workers. We're here. And not only that, but I mean, we really got to represent a different entity of individuals, the sense that, we have a voice, and I want to be that voice, a syndicated voice. I want to do radio, syndicated radio, continue to do that and be throughout the nation, because, I mean, this is Southern California where we are, but, there's a lot of other people that listen to us, and, I mean, at the end of the day, some people, the only thing they need is like a little pat and say, you know what, you can do it too. So I want to be that voice that wakes you up every morning and tells you, let's do this. And eventually, one of my dreams that I have in the future is I want to have a late night TV show. Kind of like, Jay Leno combined with Conan, like a mixture of both. I'm kind of like I have a funny bone, and I want to represent that. I feel like laughter, you make others feel good, and, it takes them away from everyday like things, and at the end of the day, that's what we need to do. Kind of like step back and not take life so seriously at times, and just smile.
Absolutely. Yeah. I totally see you doing a show as well, by the way. No, that's awesome. Laughter and having a good time is very important for, being able to stay positive and informative, and being able to go out there and produce a positive message for everyone else in the world as well. So, Nachin, another item I'd really like to go over is actually your brand. You've created an incredible brand here with this show. You've won the hearts of everyone here in Southern California, Los Angeles, and quickly growing like wildfire, may I add. Now, the brand and product that I'm referring to is the show is actually it's a bilingual show, essentially. So the show is actually not just in English, it's also in Spanish as well, which is a very unique aspect that, in my opinion, is very intelligent, because that's showing that you guys have been able to evolve and grow with the market as well. So hopefully you can bring that product from LA to New York, show everyone what you guys have been working on. Evidently, they can check up online and see what you guys have been doing, right?
Yeah, definitely. You guys can check out my Instagram at Nachin Gon, or you can check out my Facebook at Nachin Gon, or our website at mega963fm.com and see everything that's going on. But more than anything, like the brand, like you said, being bilingual, bicultural, it's like a pride nowadays. I remember when I was going to school, it was more like a taboo. If you were bilingual, hey, you're not supposed to speak Spanish. Hey, you're not supposed to combine both. But now the platform is here. Like, you have all these kids that have their parents that only speak Spanish, but the kids speak both. And you connect with both worlds, and that's what I want to do. I want our gente to feel like, you know what, we are connected with mainstream media, and we're not just like separated, like only Spanish world and English world. No, we're in the United States, and we're living this world. We're just like that bridge in between.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's really well said. Yeah. Now, Nachin, do you have a message out to, the younger generation that they feel like they have, they're split between making decisions, some of them possibly being negative decisions versus positive decisions where they could definitely impact their lives, especially at such an early age? Do you have any message you'd like to share with them?
Definitely. You guys remember, everything you do reflects on yourself. The decisions you make today are going to be your tomorrow. So I'm here, standing here with you. I'm sitting down. Sitting down with you, and this decision took me years to get here. It wasn't easy, but it was hard work. So whatever you do in life is the environment you're going to have and you're going to be surrounded by. So make the right decisions, and remember, like I said earlier, life is a one-shot deal. So try to make the best decisions, and if you want the best, nobody's going to come and give it to you. Nobody's going to be like, here's $1 million, go buy yourself a house, go buy yourself new clothes. No, if you want it, look for the resources. Education is the key to everything, I think. To me, without education, you're lost. So the more you learn, the more you earn.
I love it. Yeah. I love it. Preparation, it's all right there. Nachin, I really appreciate you taking the time to shed your light, inform our viewers and our readers, and really share your information to allow them to become successful and be able to jot down all the tools that they need so that they can achieve their goals and dreams. Now, again, thank you very much. Appreciate the time, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure, man. Signing off on lbdaily.com, Las Vegas Daily Post. Again, I'm Daniel Gutierrez. Thank you very much. And check out our other videos coming soon. They're all down here at the bottom. Thank you.